Hi everybody, Pedro here for PG's Continuing Journey channel, and I just came out of a virtual meeting with one of my good friends from WW and his group, and the topic he was talking about really makes sense to me because for a couple of reasons. Because I've been dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety since the depression, you know, the whole world shutting down, a lot of the stuff that brought my life back at that time to what it was when my late grandmother was alive, and she was very overprotective of me. So I was home most of the time, and blah blah blah. And so the fact that now my own, I'm trying not to be too loud about this, but my own stress and anxiety issues these days are, when I'm with recent issues within my family, who I'm living with at the moment, but I'm not gonna get into that. And also the commutes to and from work. Most recently, this morning, coming home from the train, the Far Rockaway bound A train was out at Broad Channel for almost 20 minutes. I was like, why we out here? What's going on? Let's move it. And it was like the first, and I still got home at a decent time, and I still managed to get a nice healthy dinner that I planned out to have, and I was able to attend the meeting on time. Yay me! But my point was, I did that fear and anxiety that I was stranded on that A train 4 times within a month. So, and the fact that it was gonna happen again, really made me go out of my mind at that moment. And on top of that, today, and things have gotten busy at the office. Don't bother me because I gotta be moving around doing something. But my point is, I'm much of the anxiety and fear is still there, and some of the things that I was traumatized from, I've overcome it. But I have new ways of handling it. Like yesterday, my commute home from work was smooth sailing, thank God. But being that I had when I was transferring from trains, I had to wait 20 minutes for the next one to arrive. I was not gonna do it at the station. Nope. I was like, thank God I would on Sundays. If I they got this thing on the, some of you may not watching this may not live in New York, so I'm not gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is my ride, thanks to a particular system, all of my rides on the subway were free. That's last Sunday. So being that I had a 20-minute wait for my A train to arrive, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna stop by Five Guys. Let me get out of the station for a moment. Stop by Five Guys and pick up a drink. Excuse me, a diet soda. And everything worked out beautifully because I made it productive. I think one of the things that I'm doing to handle my own stress and anxiety, aside, is to do what makes me happy. Recall what I used to love to do. Slowly get back into the things that I was doing to maintain a goal back then. Of course, I'm continuing to work my way back to goal 267.2, but taking some of the doctor's advice is working. But also, my the coach whose meeting I attended, is some of that method is working too. Oh, shout out to Vic, by the way. Hi Vic, and a couple of the members who I keep in touch with. IW, hi Russ. This is dedicated for all three of you. So anyway, he has this idea of don't eat the same lunch or meal or what have you every other day. So for the second week in a row, I have been doing a doing grilled chicken for lunch on one day, and another either grilled salmon or grilled tilapia. But it's they're all pre-cooked. The chicken's from Purdue. The fish is from Gordon's. They make these pre-cooked versions of it. And last weekend, when I did the meal prep, I found it so much easier for me because it cut my cooking time in half. I mean, in our culture, my family, our tradition is to take a fresh chicken, wash it, put fresh lemon or fresh lime, lemon juice or lime juice, wash that with water and vinegar and this and that, and then season it later. And for me, I don't mind the work, but for me personally, I like to save time when I'm cooking. No, I like to have things pre-cooked. And one of the things, according to my doctor's advice, I found this. It's called Eggland's Best liquid egg whites. It cost me $6 at the supermarket, but I found that it's so much worth it. Since my new internal medicine doctor advised me to have only one egg yolk per day, that's how I do my omelets now, with 3 tablespoons of the Eggland's Best liquid egg whites and one standard egg, also Eggland's Best. That's the only brand of eggs I like to buy. But anyway, back to the subject. Now, one of the things that and this is something I learned from my past. Back when I was following religious beliefs that I did not agree with, especially because they don't agree with the gay lifestyle or the LGBT community, which may have been one of the reasons why I did not come out the closet at that time. And for me personally, I'm still not out the closet to everybody because I'm one who doesn't like to be gossiping about nobody. I don't want nobody putting my name in their gossip. But anyways, one of the things I've learned from my past was I'm not everybody's gonna be a friend. Just because everybody says hi to you and they're pleasant and blah blah blah, doesn't mean they're my friend. Mm-mm. I learned that the hard way, and nowadays when I go to the office, I'm like, I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to do a job. And you know what? If I stay to myself most of the time, it's not okay. So it's a combination of things. Because of my upbringing, being overprotected by my late grandmother, caused me lack of social skills. That's on one side. On another side is I'm not antisocial. I'm just anti-BS. Because I'm like, for me, the recent issues that has caused my anxiety from time to time, I don't want nobody in the office or nobody in the street to add more to it. So anyway, I think for me, as far as work, as far as dealing with my mental health is concerned, I did talk to a therapist before in person. I did online once, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. But I'm thinking of looking into doing it again. But right now, my therapy is getting my workouts in, and I think yoga and Pilates are a great stress reliever for me. But also, that's why for me, trying to get a walk down the beach or walk is very important. Because not only seeing folks doing their thing inspire me to do my thing, but at the same time, it helps me relieve of any stress I may be feeling at that particular moment. So but after hearing at the meeting today what Vic and the gang were talking about, there are a couple of things I may want to consider doing. one of the things I gotta give myself a pat on the back is that I've always learned to work my way around the challenges that I deal with, especially now. So just because this and that is going on doesn't mean I'm to be doesn't have to affect me or that, but at the same time I'm not gonna put my 2 cents in it, you know what I mean? So on top of that, I'm just gonna keep focusing on me, and I will make the time for myself. I'm not gonna try to make time for myself. I will make the time for myself. Like every night after today, Mondays are rest because of the virtual health and wellness meeting I with Vic and the gang every Monday. Monday is my day of rest in the exercise environment, but I do focus on getting. And one big non-skill victory that I was proud of today, I'm gonna share this. Speaking of anxiety, was I was so busy I was afraid I didn't have time to snack on. But being that I still had cashews in my lockup, and I bought and recently purchased a bag of the Blue Diamond dark chocolate almonds, because almonds are a good source of protein, but at the same time I get my dark chocolate in there. It helped me steer clear of the cafeteria foods, and especially when there wasn't all that. Like I passed by because I was out doing out of curiosity. I was like, those foods are not look don't look good. Get yourself out. Let's get out of here. Please save your wallet. Please save your wallet. Because that's another of my recent stresses. See, when I make a mistake and I spend money on something I don't need, or a meal that's not even for me. But thank God for me, I won't get into that right now. But thank God for me, I'm a person who doesn't eat out like that. So, and if I am gonna eat out like that, if I'm gonna eat out, I usually try to stay within the neighborhood. But at the end of the day, if as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna be okay. But I just gotta continue. And on top of that, I'm not on social media much these days because I notice all the fake profiles are on there, and I'm like, I don't got time for that right now. But like I said, I think I've made a couple of good connections with with the group whose meeting I attend every Monday night, and one I've already met in person because we used to go to Weight Watchers way back in the day when they had their meeting in Forest Hills, but unfortunately that studio is no more. Why I'm not with WW no more, because for me, unfortunately, there are no um, there are no centers for me. I think there is one, but that would in Rockaways, but that would be a long walk on the bus because the bus is not stopped by them. But I'm currently doing healthy some sugar smart program, and I find it works for me. I think that's been another thing that is helping me feel better. Now that the fall season is here, summer's coming to an end, fall's arriving, I'm not craving ice cream that much, blah blah blah. So I'm being mindful of how much sugar I'm consuming each day. But I still like to have my coffee with my creamer because that's how I get in my sugar. Anyway, alright, that's about it for me. I'm gonna wrap this up. Right now so I can get my sleep. Be sure I get the right amount of sleep. So I can be in my bed by the time my alarm clock goes beep 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 beep. So anyway, that's it. As far as my current week is concerned, it's going great. I had a couple of slip-ups over the weekend because my auntie hooked me up with some food that I tried, and I wasn't depriving myself of any of it. Little Dallas BBQs, tried their stuff, cauliflower. I don't know what seasoning put in that. And I had a slice of pizza the next day, and that's about it. All right, have a great week, everybody, and I'll speak to you later. Peace out.